I'm here with Peter Lavelle, host of RT's CrossTalk. Peter, Rod Rosenstein, I would say was the centerpiece of the Russiagate hoax. One of the centerpiece of the DOJ, at least. That's for sure, since Sessions recused himself. He has turned in his resignation letter to President Trump. I'm going to read you what he wrote in that resignation letter, 2-3 sentences, and then you can take it from there. So this is from Rod Rosenstein. I quote, "I am grateful to you for the opportunity to serve, for the courtesy and humor you often display in our personal conversations, and for the goals you set in your inaugural address: patriotism, unity, safety, education, and prosperity." Peter, what do you make of this? For the courtesy and humor you often display to President Trump.
It kind of leaves you speechless. I mean, I don't think it was any of those words that he used were genuine at all. He's saying goodbye, but Rod, you're not going anywhere, okay? Because we got to keep an eye on you. All right. Now let me surmise. Let me give you my theory, and you and I talked about this in private. I think, considering what William Barr said in front of Congress under oath, when he said the Trump campaign was spied upon, I'm willing to bet, maybe even the farm, that he knows because Rod told him. I think that's why he said it. And I think that, Rosenstein told him exactly what happened and probably what he believed to be the predicate that started this conspiracy. And Barr has the resources and the personnel to check out Rod's story to see if he's telling the truth. And I think he probably did tell the truth. The thing Rod Rosenstein has to worry about, that we know publicly, is he signed off on the fourth FISA warrant. Now, go back and look at his testimony, Rod Rosenstein in front of Congress. He was repeatedly asked, okay, we know you signed it. That's part of the public record. But did you read it? He would not answer that question. He would not answer it. And now we're going to probably figure out why he wouldn't answer the question. And I think that the whole backstory, what you and I and Tucker and a few others, I have to give Hannity a lot of credit for this, what we've been thinking all along. I never took this conspiracy seriously. I was always looking at who conspired to create this hoax. And I think Rod Rosenstein, from what we know, he's very much in the center, as you said, at the DOJ for sure, under oath or behind closed doors. Is he going to tell us more now? Now that he's retired, he's got his pension, maybe, we don't know, maybe he was given immunity to speak truth. Because we know there's a lot of untruths or lack of candor, as they like to say it, at the DOJ from a lot of people at the highest echelons of the DOJ. So maybe Rod is the one that's going to say, well, you have a lot of the dots. I'll connect them for you. I'll tell you exactly what happened.
Yeah, Barr's praised him now. He praised him during his press conference before he released the Mueller report, and now he praised him again as Rosenstein resigned.
Well, but I think let's not read too much into that. What you just said, I think is true. But I think there's another issue at play here. Bill Barr, this is his second time up to bat as Attorney General. Okay, and what he coming into the job saw how demoralized the entire agency is because of people like Comey and Peter Strzok and Lisa Page, Bruce Orr, and what Barr. I think he thinks one of his primary missions now is, first of all, wipe the slate clean. Let's figure out what really happened, and people are going to have to own up to it. But he wants to bring morale back to the FBI, and I think he said was telling his audience at his press conference that unity, it starts now, and I think that was a very important message. I mean, we don't come across people like Bill Barr that often anymore. That guy has gravitas. He's got a presence. He knows what he's doing, and he's going to get what he wants. Not like Jeff Sessions, that was always vacillating. Okay, and I'm not trying to denigrate Jeff Sessions. I think he made a huge mistake by recusing himself. He should have just resigned. Okay,
Pivotal
if he was going to do that.
That was a pivotal mistake. I mean, if you go back to the whole Russiagate hoax.
But see, that's what brings Rod Rosenstein. He basically was running the Department of Justice because Sessions pulled himself out of it. Now, what I want to know more about, and I've never been able to understand this, and I think it's key to everything. How in the world could Rod Rosenstein be overseeing Mueller in the investigation when Rod Rosenstein himself is a witness? Because he signed off on that FISA warrant. And this is something that, we need to know more about. So, everyone's saying, obstruction of justice and Trump this and that. But a clear conflict of interest was the guy overseeing the investigation, and he was in the investigation, for goodness sake. That needs to be explained.
A key part of the investigation.
What I want, I'm not like the Democrats and liberals. I mean, I'm not out for blood. I want the truth. I want to know what happened. Okay? And I think we can do it dispassionately, because I think you have to be very, very careful not to have this happen again. I agree with that statement there. All right? Because then they turn into a banana republic where the security agencies are running politics. This should never happen again. I'm not out for blood, but I would not be upset to see Jim Comey in an orange jumpsuit. Sorry. After all the stuff that he has said and done, and he letting Hillary off the hook, and then in one a flip of a coin, he turns on Donald Trump he exonerates her in a real scandal, and it generates a scandal around Trump. That's unforgivable.
Well, you said that you want the truth, but the truth is in those FISA docs, and Rosenstein has signed those off. Will Trump release those? Now that Rosenstein may have come to some sort of agreement to cooperate with Barr,
some kind of deal. I certainly hope so. I mean, Trump has already said he wanted to release a lot of these documents, and he didn't. Okay, now he's saying he wants to do it. I hope he keps his word.
He has specifically said the FISA docs too. I mean, they're specifically zeroing on those docs.
Right. Okay, that's what I'm most concerned about. We all are, because it's the predicate. They say this is the predicate of it all. Okay, we'll find out that Papadopoulos and Carter Page were duped. Okay, they were ensnarled in something intentionally to create a bread trail. Okay, to start this investigation. We're going to find that out, because Carter Page was never charged with anything. He was supposed to be the spy. He was supposed to be the link between the Kremlin and Trump. And he's still walking the streets with his reputation tarnished in tatters.
Yeah, and Papadopoulos, I mean, he got a 2-week sentence in prison.
He should be pardoned, because
he should be pardoned for that.
He was convicted of a felony. Okay, he should be pardoned so he can have a clean slate. He's a young man. He has to move forward in life. Okay, and these people destroyed his life up to this point, and he needs the right to get back to business. Okay. I feel bad for the guy. He didn't deserve this. Okay, I mean, how many times have you had one or two more beers and said something that you probably wouldn't be proud of in the morning? Happens a lot to people. Okay, you shouldn't have your whole life destroyed by it.
Yeah, especially a 29-year-old guy. 29-year-old guy. That's he was looking to get ahead, so he was talking a lot of. He was talking a big game. Honestly, a big arrogant.
He's 28. Okay, what do you expect? Okay, in a bar.
In a bar, exactly. On a trip to London. So now going forward, Peter, what are you looking at here? What does this signify that Rosenstein now has been given, the way out? He's leaving. Barr's got control of the DOJ now, firm control of the DOJ.
Yep.
What does this signify? Is he going to start? Are we going to start seeing indictments, subpoenas?
Yeah, and it's not going to be a 2-year thing. It's going to be a few months. Okay, it's going to be a few months, because unlike the hoax where they invented all these things, in this case, there are real facts, and they're probably already known to Barr. And and I think what he wants to do is he wants to clean up the DOJ and Main Justice. Let's get this cleaned up.
And do it quickly, I imagine.
And do it quickly. Yeah. And he knows all the, look, he was AG before. He knows how the place works. He probably stayed in touch with people there. I mean, this should be just, he's going to put on the gloves and he's going to say, all right, let's get this finished. That's because I want to clean this place up before I leave. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised with my own personal opinion that he wants to get to the 2020 election. Whoever wins, he says, "I did my job. I'm going back." Okay.
He doesn't want to make it look like he's he's putting his thumb on the scale. So he wants to get this done quickly.
Why would he walk away from a multi-million-dollar job in the telecommunications sector? Okay, he's doing this as a public service. Okay, he used to run the shop. He wants to bring it back to where it's under control and trusted.
Yeah. Very quickly, Peter, give some names. Who should be lawyering up?
James Comey, Peter Strzok, Lisa Page, Bruce Orr, Nellie, or
how about Obama administration, like Powers or?
Well, yeah, I mean,
Susan Rice,
Sally Yates.
Okay.
What was the deputy national security advisor? Ben Rhodes.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to be looking at these people. I think all of them are. Okay, and I think Flynn has to be pardoned. Okay, and I think. Manafort,
so Flynn, Papadopoulos,
Manafort's a tough one because it really had nothing to do with the campaign. Okay, I mean he committed fraud in a wide variety of ways. Maybe clemency, I don't know. I mean because that was real law breaking. Okay, I mean for Manafort it was just that I'm sure what irritates him is that he's no different than thousands and thousands of other people in Washington.
The Podestas he was working with is no different.
Yeah. I mean, there's got to be, we have to bring back a sense of justice here, all right? And government officials that lie and conspire have to be held accountable, okay? Because I'm more interested in the truth, all right? I don't like Comey's, the Comeys and Brennan's and all these people, Clapper, they abused power. And an example has to be set that you can't do this. You're not supposed to get involved in domestic politics. Yeah. All right? And we got to get back there or it's going to happen over and over and over again.
But the narrative about Russia election meddling, that's going to stay. Yeah. You don't see that going away at all. They're going to keep that narrative there.
Even people, I read it this morning. I read so many of these articles. Even people that were debunking this conspiracy as a hoax and all that, they still keep that theme. They still keep it. So that's baked in. Okay.
Yeah, Rosenstein hinted. He says, our elections are safer now and all that stuff. I mean, they're not going to let that narrative go away.
No,
it's accepted.
No, it's accepted and it's across the board. But no one's proven anything. It's like they want to cherry pick the dirty dossier. All I can say about the dossier is that Putin is a man and Russia is a country. That's about the only thing in the dossier that I would agree with.
Good way to end it. All right, Peter Lavelle, host of RT's CrossTalk. Thank you very much. Guys, if you like this video, click on the subscribe button down below. Click on that notifications bell to get notifications every time we push out a new video. And visit the Duran shop. Pick up a t-shirt. Help support the Duran. You can also donate to us on PayPal and Patreon. The links are in the description box down below. And remember, you can get a copy of this video in audio format. Follow us on iTunes and SoundCloud. And you can follow us on Instagram, the Duran_com. And to make sure you get all the notifications, download the Blank Chat app. The link for Google Play and iOS iTunes is in the description box as well. Peter Lavelle, host of RT's CrossTalk. Thank you once again. Until next time, everybody, take care.